This is the king of dong style, the man bringing sleazy back to professional wrestling, Joey Ryan.
What's up, guys? It is your favorite hot mess, Chelsea Green.
That's right. It's me again, your 24-year-old piece of gold, Leo Rush.
And you're watching the hottest,
The most iconic E-Fed in the world.
HKW
Wrestling.
HKW Wrestling. Enjoy.
What is up, HKW Nation? My name is Daniel Randall, the character behind Daniel Roberts, and this is a new series here on the HKW YouTube channel, and I'm going to be rating each match and segment by week, and we're going to give my opinions on it, and we're going to rate them out of 0 to 5 stars, and overall we'll give my rating at the end to thinking how the show went overall. So yeah, let's jump into the first match. First matchup was Kai Williams, and yeah, he was taking on Sid to open the show, which was quite a great match, I've got to give. You know, it was a good opening match here. We see that absolute madness from Sid off the top rope, and then Kai was with a devastating knee into the head of Sid, and then we generally thought Sid could have tapped out here. It looked like he was going to tap, but luckily, you know, Sid managed to reverse it and break out of it, and, you know, the match managed to continue from then on. And then you saw Kai Williams with a massive powerbomb, and then you just have this absolute madness by Sid with that knee into the head, and then a massive spinning knee into the head of Kai Williams. And it looked like Sid was about to win the match here, ladies and gentlemen. And then Kai Williams, out of nowhere, just slams him down with a suplex. And then he sets him up here, picks him up on his shoulders, and then boom, there we go. And that's sort of how the match ended. And yeah, I would have to give this match a solid maybe 3.5. You know, it's not the best match, it's not the worst match, but it's still, I think, something good you can get out of this. And yeah, then we had something like this happen after. You see the Archangel, the Elf Angel, come down to, I guess, confront Kai Williams, and no one knew what this was about. You know, no one understands why Brian Mead has a bit of beef with Kai Williams, and then he does this, a broken wings to Kai Williams, and yeah, I have to give this segment a solid 4. You know, it was a good, like, little way to keep Brian Mead looking strong, and yeah, all I can say is wasn't very needed from the Brian Mead, but he did it. And yeah, then he decided to disrespect the crowd again by turning up the people's elbows just to add that bit more disrespect to the HKW universe. So yeah, solid 4 rating. And yeah, that's how this segment ended, with Brian Mead kicking Kyle Williams' ass. Sorry, I've also forgot you had Brian Mead talk for about 20 minutes about how he's the greatest and how Ethan Elite are the best group. And yeah, pretty much he was just licking Evan's asshole, pretty much this segment. So I wouldn't say you recommend watching it if you don't like him bragging about himself, but you know, it's there if you want to watch it. And yeah, I guess obviously this promo was very good. I would have to give it a solid 4. Brilliant promo by Brian Mead. He really brings the crowd to life in this promo, getting him a lot of boos. And yeah, solid segment all around. And yeah, that's going to be my rating on this promo. Next matchup was in the Female Fatale tournament. It was Vera Vines, and she was taking on a legend in the women's division, and that was Tracy Chaos. And this match was very entertaining, I gotta say that at least. This is where it started to start getting a bit juicy, and yeah, Vera Vines just drops, you know, Chaos on her head, and I don't know how bad that injury looked, but it looked deadly. And then you see this amazing reversal of Vera Vines, and then this amazing pin combination, but obviously it couldn't do enough to get the victory. And then you had a spear there by Vera Vines, which Vera Vines was dominating a lot this match. She was schooling Chaos, you know, a former women's champion, may I add. And then here we thought, you know, Chaos could have got back into it, but it wasn't enough. She managed to reverse it, Vera Vines. And it's the end of the match here. Boom! just dropping her into the mat face first. And then here we go. This was the end of the match. 1, 2, 3. And yeah, the match was solid. I would give it a 3.5. You know, it was a good match in the Female Fatale tournament. And Vera Vines is moving on into the next round. And this was a great little bit, you know, having Chaos, you know, show some mutual respect there to Vera Vines. And, you know, I think that was nice. It was a very nice touching moment. Next match up on the card was you had a #1 tag team championship tag match, which was the Bruntons taking on the Heralds of Holla. Which this match, you know, was very entertaining. I mean, look at the strength or power of Ragnar Magazine, I think his name is. Don't ask me. It sounds he's from like Norway, I guess. But yeah, I mean, this is a match which was a solid match overall. And look at this. He just chucks his partner right into, you know, Wiki Brunton. And then there's a nice pinning combination by Wiki. And then you see Danny Brunton trying to like cheat, trying to like hold back, trying to give his partner a bit of time to recover. And then, especially the Brunton brothers, they come in to this match with a bit of attitude. I'm not going to lie, and very aggressive attitude, may I add. And yeah, and then look at this. This is a match I couldn't believe it. I genuinely couldn't believe when I saw this. Literally took in Wiki to the top, and then boom, drops him right to the center, and then a spinning clothesline there by Wiki into the ref, and then you had this at the end of the match. You know, you had a submission. Wiki was in so much pain. He couldn't fight anymore. The pain was just too much. And yeah, this is where it ended. And yeah, Wiki tapped out. So the House of Valhalla are your new #1 contenders for the Tag Team Championship. So Ether Elite, if you're out there, you better be scared, because these men, I think, are going to take your HKW Tag Team titles. And I think they're going to make them relevant again. But overall, this match was solid. And yeah, I would have to give this match a solid 4. A solid 4, you know. It's not the best tag matches I've ever seen, but it's still quite a good match. I mean, especially between two solid tag teams. So yeah, solid match, this one. Next match on the card was Ganga, and he was taking on a very different stature, a very fiery individual, and that was El Diablo. And this was a match I never would have seen on a Prestige, but it certainly was good for what we got. Obviously Ganga tried to get the head start here, just dropping him into the mat. The bell rung. Ganga tried to use a chair, but obviously the ref was on hand, taking that chair away to stop Ganga from using it. And yeah, it was, you know, absolutely chaos, this match. It generally was. This was absolute mental. And then you see El Diablo rolls out the way, saw him coming, and then Christian Wyatt comes to save El Diablo after the past 2, you know, shows that Christian gone to save El Diablo, and yeah, he really took it to Ganga here, and then here you see him hit the right way, and yeah, that was good. Christian obviously picked Ganga up and just chucked him out of the ring like a bit of trash, and yeah, these two obviously, I'm guessing they're on the same page. I don't know. I wouldn't trust the devil, but then you see the Kaijus get involved, and yeah, they just blindly attack Christian and El Diablo. Solid match. It wasn't really a match to begin with, so I'll give that a 1.5, but the segment, I'll give that a 3.5. Solid work. Solid work. The next match that was on the card was an Internet Championship match. And this was meant to be an exciting match. Franchise, you know, the former Internet Champion before somebody. And against Rock Leone, the current champion. And Rock Leone did not expect this, I guess, from Franchise, because Franchise grabbed a sledgehammer and just absolutely yeeted Rock Leone in the stomach. And then obviously Rock Leone was trying to fire up, but obviously Franchise just had the power and the strength game. It just, yeah, Franchise had the upper hand in this match, most of it. And yeah, as you saw, he going to town, and then you see here Franchise just punting the living daylights out of Rock Leone, and then with more German suplexes, just absolutely obliterating Rock Leone at this point, absolutely obliterating him. because Rock Leone was not ready for this. He didn't expect, obviously Franchise to attack him with a sledgehammer, and then Franchise starts to do some redecorating, I guess, by clearing off the table. And Rock Leone wasn't having any of that, and he was going to try and send Franchise through a table himself. Obviously, that didn't get to happen because Franchise did that, just absolutely nailed him in the gut there. And then, Franchise generally just puts Rock Leone on the table, and just watch this madness. Just watch this madness. Here we go, and yeet, he's dead. He's actually dead. Then Franchise just grabs the Internet Championships and just runs off, just like that. And I don't know what has gone into Franchise. I don't know where this new attitude has come from. But he does walk away with the Internet Championship. But not for long, because Noah Youngblood tried to go and save the day and stop Franchise from walking away with the Internet Championship. And obviously, Franchise can hold his own against Noah Youngblood, but at the end of this, it was just too much, and Franchise couldn't overcome Noah Youngblood. Then this was the end of the match with a rock drop into the middle of not into the middle ring, but onto the side of the ring. Rock Leone just pulls Franchise into the middle of the ring, and this was the end of the match. 1, 2, 3. Rock Leone retains the Internet Championship against Franchise. And I give this match a solid 4 rating. I think this is a pretty good match. Is it a match that you would sort of remember? Probably not, but it's certainly a match that you would remember for this episode. And solid match here from Rock Leone and Franchise. Next, you see this. You see Sandra Shaw talking to Daniel Roberts and Christian White. And I was surprised about this too, ladies and gentlemen. Not gonna lie, seeing Sandra Shaw talking to Christian White and Daniel Roberts, and this was his generic thought of the week, and I had to give this a solid 5 stars. Then we go to backstage, and we see Rob Roman talking to Wiki Armstrong for some reason, which is quite surprising. I would never expect these two to ever talk to each other, especially on their different levels. But I think this was a great segment, seeing these two interact. So I would give this a solid 4. So definitely a solid 4. Next match on the card was the tag match between the Ether Elite and the team of Daniel Roberts and the Anarchist Rob Roman. Now, all I can say on this match was it was absolutely anarchy. That's all I can say about this. And we thought the match could have ended just right here, but no, Daniel Roberts managed to kick out. He was caught off guard there by Christopher Chaos, and then Chaos just goes to town on Roberts' skull, just punching the living daylights out of his head. Christ. And then we saw this amazing maneuver from Daniel Roberts and Rob Roman. Super kick, package pile driver. And then Evan Jones tried to get one up on Daniel Roberts, but that doesn't work either. Rob Roman just goes to town on the punches. And then Rob Roman tries to cause a little bit of anarchy. We thought he's gonna put Christopher Chaos through a table here. But no, he wasn't actually. This was just a game. This is just a game to play Christopher Chaos, because what he was trying to do is play possum with him. And I'll just show you what Rob Roman did, shall we? Take him to the top rope. Boom, nice big slap to the face. And then, let's just watch this. Ouch. Jesus Christ. And then we all thought the match could have ended right here with the powerbomb here. And boom. And we thought this could be it. Daniel was taken out by Christopher Chaos. Rob Roman just got stuff with a powerbomb. This we thought, oh no, not the Ether Elite win again. Oh good God, no. But Rob Roman with just a bit of energy left to kick out. And then Christopher Chaos here comes in like a massive ball of fire and just goes to town on Rob Roman. Just absolutely destroying him. And then Daniel Watts tags in and he hits this beautiful move there, the chiropractor. And then Danny Roberts then puts Christopher Gales on the top rope and does the exact same move as Rob Roman did, just to injure Christopher Gales' spine. Ouch. Oh, God damn. And then the match got thrown out. Yep, I know most people don't like match getting thrown out, but this was worth it, I would say. Rob Rowan puts the One True Wrestling God through a table. I'm guessing we all enjoyed that moment. And then Rob and Evan fought in the crowd, just taking it to each other. While Danny Roberts, got put through a table here by Christopher Chaos with a choke slam. And then they went backstage, and then here, as you can see, madness by Christopher Chaos. He's that athletic, he can do that. Jesus Christ. And then Rob Roman just with so many heavy punches to the head of Evan Jones, and then here he picks him up for a nice, juicy stunner. And that's how the segment ended. And I'll give it a solid 4. Then it was time for your main event. It was Brian Mead, one half of the tag team champions, and he was up against Wiki, the Real Deal Armstrong, in a last man standing match. And what can I say about this match? Then it was amazing. It was honestly one of the most incredible last man standing matches I've ever seen. Obviously, Brian Mead started to have the upper hand in the first part of the match, and Wiki just didn't seem like himself. He didn't seem very focused. And as you saw, Brian had a lot of the upper hand, and Rob Rowan interfered, just absolutely clothesline there, and then that one stunner there, two stunners over there, and then a third stunner. And Rob Rowan just pretty much beat the living daylights out of Brian Mead, and Brian Mead was shook. And Rob Rowan got us some table because he wanted to cause some more anarchy. He throws him through the ropes here. And just watch this spot. Just watch this spot. Look how dangerous this was. Boom. Drops him. And then boom. Injured. No, not really though. Brian Mead did manage to hit a broken wings. Oh no, he didn't. Boom. Clothesline. Rob Rowan was having none of it. And he sets up a fiery burning table. And Brian Mead has got burn marks now. Lol. Rob Rowan just walks away, lets Wiki, just finish him off. Absolutely battering him. Wiki just with those kicks into the chest of Brian Mead. It was pretty good. And then he brings that sledgehammer right into the spine of Brian Mead. And then obviously Brian Mead tried to get a bit of offense in. But this second half of the match was all Wiki. And he was just taking it to Brian Mead like he always does. And all I can say, this match was a match to watch back again. This is an amazing match. And then you got a 10-time kick there. Brian Mead throws Wiki Armstrong, out of the wing. And he just jumps through the ropes there, and boom, a DDT, a tornado DDT, might add. And then a 10-time kick was enough to get the job done. And Wiki Armstrong won the match, and I would have to give this match a solid 5 stars. Not many matches are going to be 5 stars in this match, only like the best of the best, but this match was definitely worth, a solid 5 stars. You can't even take that away from Wiki. Solid 5 stars. And then Wiki starts to cause some more havoc, and pretty much destroys the other table. And he just kicks him in the chest again. Brian Mead's like, I've had enough of this, please stop. Wiki just destroys Brian Mead, literally. And he plays him on the table here, a punch to the head. And this was how the show ended for the night. And a nice good elbow. Boom. Overall, I'll give this show a solid 4.5. And that's going to be the end of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. And if you make sure you smash the bell notification to stay up to date with everything HKW. And see ya!